Welcome and thank you for joining us. Today, we gather to honor six extraordinary American legends whose lives have left an indelible mark on the worlds of art and culture. These people didn't just create, they inspired, blazed new trails, and gave us moments that will last a lifetime. Their talent, tenacity, and endless passion touched millions, changing not only an industry but the very essence of how we experience art and creativity. Today, we look back on their accomplishments, their incredible stories, and the influence that lives on, inspiring new generations. Niels Arestrup, a distinguished Danish-French actor whose career spanned more than 5 decades, died on December 1st, 2024, at the age of 75. His death was a great loss to world cinema and theater. Arestrup was known for his deep and multifaceted roles that left an indelible mark on the history of cinema. Born on February 8, 1949 in Montreuil, France, to a Danish father and a French mother. From an early age, he was fascinated by the arts and began studying acting under the guidance of Tanya Balashova. His career began in the theater, where he quickly gained recognition for his intense acting and emotional depth. His film debut came in 1973 with a role in the film Miss O'Ginny and the Flower Men. This work marked the beginning of his journey to the heights of French cinema. Arestrup's real success came through his collaboration with director Jacques Audiard. His role in the film My Heart Has Stopped Beating, 2005, earned him his first César Award for Best Supporting Actor. In 2009, he worked with Audiard again in A Prophet, which became an international hit. His work earned him a second César Award in the same category. In 2013, Arestrup won his third César Award for his role in the political satire Quai d'Orsay, making him the most decorated actor in the history of the awards. In addition to his film successes, Niels Arestrup was an acclaimed stage actor and director. His productions, such as Acting in Red, received high praise from critics and earned him the Globe de Cristal and Molière Awards. His work in the theater highlighted his versatility and ability to create vivid images on stage. Arestrup's personal life was linked to actress and screenwriter Isabelle Lenouvelle. The couple married in 2012, and later that year they had twins, a son and a daughter. Despite his professional success, Arestrup has also faced controversy. Several colleagues, including actresses Isabella Adjani and Miriam Boyer, accused him of aggressive behavior at work. Although no formal charges were filed, the lawsuits left a tarnish on his reputation. On the day of his death, the French Minister of Culture noted that we have lost one of the most brilliant and talented actors of our time. Colleagues and fans remember him as a man who was able to combine strength, passion, and magnetism in his roles. His legacy will live on in the many films and productions that have inspired audiences around the world. Niels Arestrup left a deep mark on the world of art. His contribution to cinema and theater will inspire generations of actors and audiences. His unique style of acting, heartfelt emotion, and professionalism will be remembered as a symbol of true mastery. Fernando Valenzuela, legendary Mexican baseball player, whose career became a symbol of hope and inspiration for millions, passed away on November 22, 2024, at the age of 63. His name will forever remain in the history of baseball and in the hearts of the fans who admired his talent and dedication to the game. Born November 1, 1960 in Echihuacala, Mexico, to a family of farmers, Fernando grew up poor, but his passion for baseball and tenacity allowed him to stand out even among the best players. In his early years, he played for the Mexican team Mayos de Navajoa, where his talent was noticed by scouts from the United States. In 1979, he joined the Los Angeles Dodgers, beginning his legendary career in Major League Baseball, MLB. His breakthrough came in 1981, when Valenzuela began the season with 7 straight wins and outstanding fielding performances. The phenomenon was dubbed Fernandomania, reflecting the massive excitement he generated among fans. His unique screwball pitch and masterful play made him a fan favorite, especially in the Latino community. That same year, he became the first player in MLB history to win both the Rookie of the Year and Cy Young awards as the best pitcher in the National League. He also helped the Dodgers win the World Series, cementing his status as a legend. During his 17-year MLB career, Valenzuela pitched for the Los Angeles Dodgers, California Angels, Baltimore Orioles, and Philadelphia Phillies. He finished his playing career with 173 wins and 2,074 strikeouts, making him one of the most accomplished pitchers of his time. After retiring from professional sports in 1997, Fernando returned to the Dodgers as a Spanish-language radio commentator, continuing to share his love of baseball with fans. Despite his success, Valenzuela's final years were marred by health problems. In September 2024, he retired from his commentary duties due to his deteriorating health. It was later announced that he had died of septic shock due to complications from cirrhosis of the liver. His death sparked a huge response, with thousands of fans and colleagues offering their condolences, highlighting his contribution not only to sports, but also to the cultural unification of people. In August 2023, the Los Angeles Dodgers retired number 34 in Valenzuela's honor, recognizing his contributions to the team and the league. The move was a symbol of recognition for his extraordinary accomplishments and impact. Fernando Valenzuela left behind a legacy not only as an outstanding athlete, but also as a cultural icon who inspired millions. His name became synonymous with hope, hard work, and success, a reminder of how sports can unite people and overcome barriers. His contributions to baseball and Latin American culture will be remembered for generations to come. Gavin Creel, a famous American actor. The singer-songwriter whose name became synonymous with greatness in musical theater passed away on November 30, 2024, at the age of 48. His passing came as a shock to the theater community and fans around the world, leaving deep sadness and recognition of his extraordinary contributions to the arts and social movements. Born April 18, 1976 in Findlay, Ohio, Creel showed an interest in the arts from an early age, which led him to the University of Michigan School of Music, Theater, and Dance, where he graduated with honors. His natural talent and passion for the stage quickly made him one of Broadway's brightest stars. In 2002, Gavin made his Broadway debut as Jimmy Smith in Thoroughly Modern Millie, for which he received his first Tony Award nomination. This performance marked the beginning of his illustrious career. In the following years, he captivated audiences with his performances in Hair, La Cage aux Folles, She Loves Me, The Book of Mormon, and Waitress. One of the most significant milestones of his career was his role as Cornelius Hackle in the musical Hello, Dolly, in 2017, where he performed on the same stage with the legendary Bette Midler. This work earned him a Tony Award for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical, cementing his status as one of Broadway's top stars. His musical talent was also recognized with a Grammy Award for his participation in the recording of the musical soundtrack. Gavin was not only an artist but also an active advocate for social rights. He co-founded Broadway Impact, an organization dedicated to supporting marriage equality. His social activism made him an example for many who believed in the power of art to achieve social change. In July 2024, it was revealed that Creel was battling a rare and aggressive form of cancer, metastatic melanoma of the peripheral nerve sheaths. Despite intensive treatment at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, the disease progressed and he was transferred to home hospice care. Gavin Creel passed away at his home in Manhattan, surrounded by family and friends. Following his death, The theater community expressed condolences, acknowledging his contributions to the arts and social movements. Colleagues remembered him as not only a talented actor, but also a man with a big heart who always found time to help others. Gavin Creel's legacy lives on through his work, which inspires new generations of artists and activists. His name will forever be associated with the greatest achievements in musical theater and the fight for equality and justice. Jim Abrahams, an outstanding American director, the screenwriter and producer known for his iconic comedies, died on November 26, 2024, at the age of 80. His work left a deep mark on the world of cinema, and his contribution to the development of the genre of parody made him one of the most influential figures in the art of comedy. Jim was born on May 10, 1944, in Shorewood, Wisconsin, to a family with Jewish roots. Even in his youth, Jim showed an interest in the arts, especially theater and cinema. At university, he met brothers Jerry and David Zucker, with whom he founded the legendary comedy trio Zaz, Zucker, Abrahams, Zucker. Their collaboration began with the creation of the Kentucky Fried Theater in 1971, where they experimented with absurd humor and satire. In 1977, the trio released their first feature film, The Kentucky Fried Movie, a collection of satirical sketches. However, their real fame came in 1980 with the release of the comedy Airplane, which revolutionized the parody genre. The film made fun of popular disaster films and quickly became a cult classic due to its dynamic pace, absurd humor, and unique presentation. Airplane not only brought Zaz worldwide fame, but also laid the foundation for their future success. In the following years, Abrahams, together with the Zucker brothers, created a series of projects that became classics of the comedy genre. Among them are the series Police Squad, 1982, and its film adaptations The Naked Gun, 1988, and The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear, 1991. Separately worth mentioning is his work as a director and screenwriter. Top Secret, 1984, Ruthless People, 1986, Hot Shots, 1991, and Hot Shots, Part 2, 1993. These films cemented his reputation as a master of absurdist comedy, able to combine wit with gags and satire. Outside of film, Jim Abrahams has also been active in charity work. In 1994, he and his wife Nancy founded the Charlie Foundation to help cure pediatric epilepsy after successfully treating their son Charlie with a ketogenic diet. The organization has played a major role in advancing diet therapy for epilepsy and has helped thousands of families. Abraham spent his final years battling leukemia. Despite his health problems, he remained active and supported new generations of directors inspired by his work. His death sparked a wave of condolences from colleagues, friends, and fans around the world. Directors and actors who worked with him celebrated him not only as an outstanding professional, but also as a person with a kind heart and a great sense of humor. Jim Abrahams is survived by his wife Nancy, 3 children Joseph, Charlie and Jamie, and grandchildren. His films continue to inspire audiences and serve as an example of how art can be funny, smart, and meaningful all at once. Jim Abrahams' legacy will live on through his iconic work, reminding us of the power of laughter and creativity. Julio Medina, legendary Colombian actor. Bones, whose career spanned more than 5 decades, died on November 23, 2024, at the age of 91 in Bogota. His death was a significant loss for Colombian culture and for all of Latin America. Medina was an icon of the arts, a man who paved the way for many of his country's actors on the international stage. Born January 16, 1933 in Chiquinquirá, Boyacá Department, Colombia, Julio showed an interest in the arts from an early age, beginning his career by participating in children's radio programs on Radio National. His talent and desire to develop led him to the United States in 1954, where he enrolled in the Pasadena Playhouse, a famous acting school. During his time in the United States, he served in the Navy, which gave him discipline and life experience. Medina made his American television debut in 1965 in the series Gunsmoke, where he played the role of Pedro. This step marked the beginning of his long journey to Hollywood, where he became the first Colombian actor to achieve success in the American film industry. During his 30 years of work in Los Angeles, he starred in such famous series as I Dream of Jeannie, The Partridge Family, Kung Fu, Wonder Woman, and Dallas. His versatility allowed him to play a wide variety of roles, collaborating with such stars as Michael Douglas and Sally Field. In 1984, Medina returned to Colombia to continue his career in his home country. He starred in iconic telenovelas such as Las Aguas Mansas, En Cuerpo Ajeno, and Cinceños, Si Hay Paraíso. His roles were recognized with prestigious awards, including the India Catalina and Simon Bolivar Awards. Medina became a symbol of Colombian art, inspiring many young actors to develop their careers. Colleagues and fans remember Medina as a man of great professionalism, passion for art, and a deep understanding of his profession. His talent and charisma made him one of the most respected actors of his time. Julio Medina left behind a rich legacy that continues to inspire young artists. His life serves as an example of how to overcome barriers and achieve success while remaining true to one's roots. Medina's legacy will live on in the hearts of his fans, reminding them of his contribution to the development of Latin American and world art. David Soul, an outstanding actor and singer, best known for his role as Detective Kenneth Hutch Hutchinson in the cult television series Starsky and Hutch, 1975-1979, died on January 4, 2024, at the age of 80. His passing was a great loss to the arts world, where he left a significant legacy in both acting and music. Born August 28, 1943, in Chicago, Illinois, as David Richard Solberg. His father was a Lutheran pastor, and his mother was a teacher. The family moved frequently, which led to David developing a multifaceted personality. He graduated from the University of Minnesota and began his career as a musician before moving into acting. Soul became famous not only for his acting, but also for his musical success. In 1977, his single Don't Give Up on Us reached #1 on the charts in the US and UK, becoming an international hit. His musical career complemented his talent on screen, making him a fan favorite. However, Soul gained his greatest popularity thanks to his role as Hutch in the television series Starsky and Hutch. This project became a real phenomenon, and the duo of Soul and Paul Michael Glaser is remembered as one of the brightest in the history of television. After the end of the series, he continued to act in films and on television, and also actively participated in theatrical productions. Soul's later years were marred by serious health problems. Long-term smoking led to lung cancer and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. In 2017, he underwent complex hip replacement surgery, which caused serious complications, including paralysis of his arm and constant pain. Despite this, he remained courageous and optimistic, continuing to delight his fans with memories of past works and performances. Soul was married 5 times and had 6 children. His daughter China Soul became a successful singer and songwriter, continuing the family legacy in the arts. Friends and colleagues remember him as a talented artist whose charisma and kindness always stood out. David Soul has left an indelible mark on the world of art. His acting, musical achievements, and dedication to his craft have inspired new generations. His name will live on in the memories of his fans as a symbol of talent, resilience, and love for the arts. Shel Talmy, legendary music producer, who played a key role in shaping the sound of British rock in the 1960s, died on November 23, 2024, aged 87. His passing is a huge loss to the music world, where his work continued to inspire musicians and fans around the world. Born August 11, 1937 in Chicago, Illinois, to Jewish parents, Talmy developed an early interest in music and sound, which would shape his career path. In the early 1960s, he moved to London, where he quickly became one of the most influential producers of his era. His approach to recording was marked by innovative thinking and a desire to create a unique sound, which attracted the attention of many up-and-coming bands. Some of his most significant achievements were his work with iconic bands like the Kinks and the Who. It was Talmy who produced such generational anthems as You Really Got Me and All Day and All of the Night for the Kinks and My Generation for the Who. These songs not only topped the charts but also defined the sound of British rock, making it a worldwide phenomenon. Talmy also collaborated with Manfred Mann, the Easy Beats, and Chad and Jeremy, making a significant contribution to their success. His attention to detail and ability to find unique elements in a band's sound made him one of the most sought-after producers. He was known for his commitment to excellence and his desire to bring out the potential of artists. After returning to the United States in the late 1960s, Talmy continued to work in the music industry, producing and writing. His experience and knowledge made him a consultant to aspiring musicians, and his influence continued to be felt for decades. Shel Talmy left behind not only a musical legacy, but also a family. Wife John, brother Leonard, daughter Jonah Sargent, and granddaughter Shay Berg. His friends and colleagues remember him as a man with an incredible passion for music, who was never afraid to experiment and take risks to achieve a new sound. Shel Talmy's legacy lives on through his recordings, which have become an integral part of rock music history. His innovation, attention to detail, and dedication to his craft made him an icon of the music industry, and his work continues to inspire generations of artists and fans. Kamala Devi Harris, a prominent American politician, lawyer, and public figure forever etched in U.S. history as the first woman, first African American, and first Asian American to serve as vice president. Her career, filled with important accomplishments and historical precedents, has become a symbol of progress and opportunity for all who strive to overcome barriers. Kamala Gopalan was born on October 20th, 1964, in Oakland, California, to immigrant parents. Her mother, Shamala Gopalan, was a scientist and researcher who came to the United States from India to study endocrinology. Her father, Donald Jasper Harris, came from Jamaica and became a renowned economist. Kamala and her younger sister Maya grew up in an environment that valued both Indian and African American traditions. Their parents divorced in 1971, and their mother raised her daughters with a sense of fairness, resilience, and a deep commitment to community. Harris's education was the foundation of her later career. She graduated from Howard University in Washington, D.C., one of the nation's leading historically black schools, where she studied political science and economics. The experience reinforced her sense of community and her understanding of the need to work for the betterment of society. She then earned a Juris Doctor from the University of California, Hastings College of the Law. Harris's legal career began in the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. She quickly rose through the ranks, establishing herself as a determined and fair attorney. In 2003, she became San Francisco's district attorney, setting a historic precedent as the first woman and first African American to hold the position. Her approach to criminal justice reform included both protecting public safety and pursuing fairness, which drew both support and criticism. In 2010, Harris was elected Attorney General of California, where she again became the first woman and first African American to hold the post. She fought for the rights of homeowners affected by the subprime mortgage crisis, negotiating a $25 billion settlement that helped thousands of families. Her efforts to protect the environment and consumer rights earned her respect in professional circles. Kamala Harris entered national politics in 2016 when she was elected as a U.S. Senator from California. Her work in the Senate covered a wide range of issues, including criminal justice reform, women's rights, immigration policy, and health care. Her tough questioning style during congressional hearings has made her a household name at the federal level. In 2020, Harris was chosen by Joe Biden as his running mate. After winning the election, she took office on January 20, 2021. Her inauguration was a historic moment, symbolizing new opportunities for women and minorities in the United States. Harris has been a vocal supporter of the Biden administration on vaccines, economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, and international policy. Her career has not been without challenges, however. As vice president, Harris faced criticism over her handling of the refugee crisis and her lack of meaningful progress on a number of key issues. Yet she has continued to demonstrate resilience and a willingness to work under difficult circumstances. In 2024, after Joe Biden decided not to run for re-election, Harris became the Democratic presidential candidate. Her campaign focused on social justice, women's rights, and climate change. However, she was defeated by Donald Trump in the election, a major blow to the Democrats. Harris's personal life has always attracted attention. In 2014, she married attorney Douglas Emhoff, becoming a stepmother to his 2 children. Emhoff became the first second gentleman in U.S. history, actively supporting her career. Kamala Harris remains one of the most influential figures in American politics. Her story is one of tenacity, courage, and willingness to fight for her beliefs. Her contributions to democracy, human rights, and equality will continue to inspire new generations of leaders.